Good afternoon, good morning. This is Mark Johnson from Loyalty360. Hope everyone's happy, safe, and well. We have something new for you today. We thought that may be of interest to you. It is a loyalty compilation. It's a series of video and audio responses from senior level marketers who are on the front lines of customer channel and brand loyalty. One of the things we love to do at Loyalty360 is understand how people define disparate terms as they relate to the industry, as we feel it helps add a depth of understanding by seeing how varied or how similar these respective terms may be. The better we understand these connotative and denotative variables and the variances helps us understand the industry better. As we know, the definition of customer loyalty is often in the eye of the beholder when it comes to consumer brands. Over the past several weeks, we have asked a group of senior level marketers from some of the top brands what customer loyalty means to them, both as a company and individually. As you can imagine, we received a variety of responses from these top marketers. So here's a look at some of the top answers we received when we asked the question, what does customer loyalty mean to you and to your brand? Let's take a look.
A little bit about our customers at Home Depot. So I'm sure many of you know Home Depot, have been in Home Depot, and we really have two different types of customers, very distinct types of customers. We have who we call our DIY customers, your do-it-yourselfers, and many of you out there may even fall into that category, which is, you're doing projects in your home to make your home more comfortable or to add more value to your home. And those customers are obviously super important to us. We also have a different customer segment, which is our pro customer. And our pro customer is somewhere between 40 and 45% of our revenue, but actually only about 5% of our customers. And that customer is all about doing projects to help their customers, whether it's to feel more comfortable in their homes or to add value. And so this pro customer has always been really, really important to the Home Depot. And has, just mattered to us pretty significantly in terms of our overall business. So, and they always have been. And so, over the past several years, we've taken more efforts to really get to know our pros better. So loyalty for us is really all about, we want that pro customer to choose all of the materials that they need for a given project that they can source from us, for them to source them from us without even thinking about it, right? Without even doing the comparison. So we are all about capturing that full project and that full capability for our customer. And the other thing I would say is we're really, really passionate about making our pro customers successful, helping them meet the needs of their customers, making them the hero to their customers. And so loyalty for us is not just about capturing that full project, but it's really about making our pros successful. They're business people, they're running businesses, and we are all about making them successful.
So I've been with Sleep Number 10 years now, not in this role that long. I've been in this role, it's going on, I think, 8 years now. But when I first took the job, it was all about repeat and referral sales. We didn't talk a lot about engagement. Sleep Number always had a program. It was called Comfort Club, and then it changed to Inner Circle before I took the job. And it was really based on, like I said, repeat and referral sales. We would send our insiders, pass along coupons to refer their friends and family. Their friends and family would then get a discount, and our insiders would then get a referral reward. That worked really well for us. But as a brand, we evolved over time. And we knew our big differentiator was that we had the ability, because we're a vertical company, to build lifelong relationships. Our product is only sold in our stores. We manufacture our product. We have a base of people that truly love our product, and it's made a big difference in their lives. So we knew if we could build this engagement base and really have people engaged in the brand more, that we'd have success. And that's exactly what we did. So 3.5 years ago, it was April 2017, I guess 3 years ago, we launched our Inner Circle Rewards program, which was the digital version of our Inner Circle program. And the program is really all about keeping them engaged. We add lots of content on sleep, health, wellness, lots of blogs, lots of insider stories. We have a partnership with Katie Couric on Thrive. We post information from her on there, and Ariana Huffington. And we have a base of insiders that go in every week and read this new content and then they talk to their social channels about it. And that's the power of the program that we've built. And because of that, of course, we get more repeat and referral sales, but we're rewarding them for those, but we're rewarding them more for their engagement and their love of Sleep Number.
For me specifically, it's giving the customer an ability to really have an emotional connection with the brand. And I think, we're in a space that's highly competitive. What's interesting about both McDonald's and El Pollo Loco is you're essentially fighting for share of wallet. It's a decision that consumers have to make on a daily basis what they want to eat. And I think, given that there's so much healthy competition out there, being able to be top of mind as part of that consideration set is of the utmost importance to me. And obviously, by loyalty, we mean, engaging in our emails, engaging in our digital content, our digital presence, transacting with us on a regular basis. One of the fascinating things with my transition from, Ford to McDonald's is Ford is one of those companies where you buy a car, every 3, 5, 10 years. It's one of the biggest purchases you're going to make in your life. And so it's a really long decision. Whereas McDonald's and El Pollo Loco, it's one of those things where sometimes people will decide, the night before, they're doing a big catering meal, it might be a week before, but essentially the cost of entry and the price point is a lot more competitive because it's very spur of the moment, it's very reactional in nature. And so loyalty to me is really having that emotional connection with the consumer and the ability to transact and engage with them on multiple levels.
This is huge for Branch. Everything we do is founded in the community. The community is the root of our company. And really what we believe is that insurance has kind of lost its way. Insurance was meant to be this community program. So you and I lived in a neighborhood together. We pooled our money together into a pot. And if something were to happen to your home, you took from the pot and then we replenished it. It's that whole neighborhood getting each other's back idea. And so that's what we're trying to do here with Branch. And the biggest way that we think we can do that is we've got 2 community programs that we're running right now. One is called My Community, and the other is the Community Pledge program. Community Pledge is live in 4 of our 5 states. And what that does is essentially, Mark, I refer you into Branch. I'm going to get a gift card for referring you in. And then once you become a member with Branch, I'm going to take the community pledge for you, which means, I think Mark's a decent guy. I don't think he's going to defraud the company when times get tough. And so when you do get into an accident, we're going to resurface that back to you and say, hey, Mark, Kim said, you're a pretty decent human being. We just wanted to let you know we're going to expedite you in through the claims process. We're going to take care of you as good as possible. And we know that our community believes in you. Insurance fraud is a real big problem in the United States. So what we're attempting to do there is, bring your community in with our community. You obviously know these people that you're referring Branch to and also helping to save this money. Our hope is then that we're lowering the risk of insurance fraud. And then from my community perspective, this is live in 2 of our states right now. But ultimately, if I were to refer you into Branch and you joined, just for being a part of my community, you and I would both get a discount on our insurance through the life of the time that we're with Branch, as long as both of us remain a member of Branch. So you could see, as we roll into a new state, if you get in on the ground floor of this, right now we're live in Arizona and Missouri, those people can get massive discounts on their insurance. In fact, we've gotten it approved up to 50% off the lifetime of your insurance. So big savings there just by introducing us to your community.
Customer loyalty is really about making sure our brands are at the top of mind for our guests when they're thinking about where they're going to eat their next meal and kind of making that purchasing decision. And then in addition to that, really that they value the entire brand experience and prefer us over alternatives. And that ultimately they would recommend us to friends and family. And we love for our guests to become brand ambassadors as well.
For us, we really think of, are we creating an emotional bond with the customer, and is there any sort of engagement? And so I think a lot of the decisions we make as far as the brand with Kongbox is are we seeing that happen? Is there an emotion? Is the owner and the dog experiencing this fun joy and happiness by just playing together? And are we encouraging that? And then are they engaging with us and our social channels that we have? I think those are things that we look at as far as from customer loyalty and building that culture. You know, we kind of have a saying that all dogs need to play. And so we focus on that. Like, okay, if it's every dog that needs to play, and that's kind of our mission, what are we delivering to make that happen? And that comes down to even working with some really fun charities on the dog side, because we want to support the shelters and dogs that help with vets and anything that's out there, just to make sure we're providing that mission of all dogs need to play. And so anything we do, we kind of focus on that engagement side of that with the customers.
Ultimately, for us, it's just how closely we align with our core customer. You know, how are we creating relevance? How are we connected? And are we becoming more relevant with the actions that we're taking every day? And I think with COVID, we had to stay super nimble and be relevant to the customers. When they wanted safety, we had to be there right in front of it with safety. And when they wanted access, or when they wanted curbside, or different types of things, virtual fits, that's where we were. And so customer, and then during this time frame, we've actually not stopped growing. Like, we're launching a new technology for consumers as they come back into store. And ultimately, that's part of our loyalty quest, is being relevant to the customer. You can't necessarily stay the same. You've got to constantly evolve.
Back to our point about being very connected. We really, to us, the way we define customer loyalty is making sure that all of our strategies are loyal to the customer and customer-centric in their approach. Because if we're tapping into their needs and making sure that all of our business decisions are really rooted in creating a better experience for the customer, delivering on product that they need for the customer, that the payoff hopefully is that Flea Feed is more top of mind for all of their solutions, their training programs, when it comes down to, you know, that decision to be made. But we're not in a position to be demanding or expecting loyalty unless we are really focused on customer-centric strategies.